Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why people are broke. 1. Social media. 2. Procrastination and execution. 3. Experiences, personal experiences. So if you're on social media and you are following these motivational pages, business pages, media personalities and all that, and then you're hit with these what I call the social media marketing department, and you hear about this noise that savers are for losers. If you're saving your money in the bank, you're losing a lot towards inflation. You need to invest, all your money should be working for you. All these types of messaging that are actually inclined towards selling you something. But you see, for the average person who is unseasoned, they can't differentiate their reality over these marketing schemes. And as a result, they may be tricked off the path without actually realizing it. And so, in that way, social media can keep you broke because some of the messaging put out there is falling for everybody, but in essence, it is intended for a different type of audience. But because we are in a free world, it is upon you to have those fences around you so that you are not sold a promise that is not your reality. And therefore, when you're in these social media spaces, you have to be careful of the type of messaging that you receive as a person and actually be smart enough to push back on whatever doesn't work for you. Because for instance, the average person needs a level of savings to help them weather any financial storms that can befall them, because they don't have the right networks in place, they don't have the necessary banking relationships in place, they don't have a high level of borrowing power, they don't have serious cash reserves that are privileged to the financially aware people. And therefore you have to start to build your own financial watches, and it starts by savings. And that leads me to the next point of keeping up with the trends in social media. Remember, next year there will be a new iPhone in place. Next year there will be new vehicle designs in place. There will be new cars in place. There will be better houses in place. And if you're being consumed with this trendy stuff and forgetting that the competition is not on the trendy stuff, but if you are better than the way you were yesterday, then you are losing the whole point of social media. Because when you look at those trends, social media doesn't show you the financial pain that goes in place in keeping up with these trends. And a lot of people are suffering because they are hit by these sales. They are hit by these marketing gimmicks that are put in place to sell you this type of product that are not necessarily in your budget or does not necessarily add value into who you want to become. And therefore you have to really be careful so that you are able to put yourself in a position whereby most of your resources are being deployed towards your self-improvement. Because remember, next year you will thank yourself for being a better you than the way you are today, having a trendy product. And therefore, when you're looking at the happiness spectrum, the people who are actually invested in themselves and who are doing serious self-improvement in themselves are actually way happier than the people who are chasing after the trendy stuff. 2, when it comes to experiences, a lot of people are broke because they find themselves in this box of not trying to expose themselves to new experiences because they either lack the financial muscle or, better still, the right attitude towards exposing themselves to a new environment. Because positive experiences actually changes your perception to reality. They also inspire your today, and most importantly, they can change your future. And this is something that I didn't know till I traveled outside Kenya, because the experience I've been able to soak in as a result of living and trying to chase the American dream has been life-changing. And if I didn't change my environment, if I didn't put myself in a position to be able to take advantage of this new experience, then I could have remained the old person that I was, and I could not be able to take advantage of these new opportunities that have come as a result of this positive experience. And therefore, the lack of experience, because there is a higher chance that the fact that you're not funding and putting yourself in a position to experience a different environment may actually be keeping you poor. Because I see a lot of people who are so willing to spend a lot of money in partying as compared to having their passport stamped. And there is the disconnect. Because the fact that you're not willing to invest in a new experience is the difference between you and a future millionaire. And so you have to start putting in place a behavior that will actually open you up to experience a different type of world. Because once you are exposed to a new environment, you get to start to see a different type of life, a different reality, a different way of doing things. And your mind becomes sharper and you start to see opportunities all over. Thirdly, a lot of people are broke because of lack of execution and procrastination. So I know of a friend who has these beautiful ideas. He always desires to do stuff. He always talks about the next big thing. But when it comes to taking action or executing on any idea, he doesn't. The lack of execution and serial procrastination is keeping a lot of people broke, because there's this mentality of waiting for the best time, waiting for the best idea, looking for the next better job. But in the process is the avoidance of executing on whatever action that needs to be taken at this point in time. And that is a problem, because that postponement is actually robbing a lot of people of their future. Because for instance, if you completely don't have anything to do and there's an opening in the market of a job that you will not necessarily like, you are actually not passionate about, but the fact that you can't take up that opportunity that has availed itself and be able to execute is robbing you of your future. And a lot of people are in that box because they think that there is a smarter way of actually doing stuff, while they are letting all the boring opportunities slide by, and at the same time not building their level of activity up. And therefore they are languishing in this perpetual dynamic of procrastinating everything, and it becomes a habit, and it has become their new reality. And therefore, if you're out there and feel broke, then you have to start to question the habit of procrastination and take execution and start executing and taking action on the opportunities that are available for you currently, while also putting yourself in a position to get the other side of whatever you want to do. So if you want to position yourself to become a better you, then you have to be so careful about social media. Also, you have to think of a way to put yourself in a position in order to position yourself to experience new things into your life, so that you can stretch your imagination, because seeing is believing. Take action on things that matter, because procrastination may be eating your future. If you're finding these videos useful, then don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel Also, share and comment down below on what topics you could like us to handle. Thank you and see you in the next video.